6:30, Jared.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
You ready? No debate, cause it's off. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, corner booth.
I see myself. Kate, I feel like I have not officially said this. I've tiptoed around it. Kate, will you marry me?
Do I have to answer now? Or
No, you have time. You can think about it. You can think about a way to say no without hurting my feelings if you want.
Oh
lovely. I'll send you a letter.
Just don't even.
Right, cool. Thank you. Shit. I'll send you my address later so you can send it to my house.
Yeah, I'm never giving you my address. I don't want you getting that close.
Oh, I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday. It's the Landon Dickerson edition. Nice.
Yes.
It's the Korner Booth pregame. We're rocking Yeet sunglasses, and that's not Pat in the bottom left-hand corner. That beautiful bastard is the man, the myth, the legend, host of No Credentials Required, Mr. Ryan McCarthy. Welcome in, Ryan. Let's go. Give him a round of applause, boys.
Who, by the way, has fantastic lighting.
Oh, yes. Ryan has, I think, the best lighting at Belly Up. I'm not going to knock that at all.
I'm using two lights. I'm not going to lie.
I'll say I'm using, like...
One's my
That's why
ring
it needs
light.
the shades.
One's my ring light, and one's just a lamp with the lampshade off.
Yeah,
So-
see, I have this one light. I'm trying to. It kind of looks weird. Like, I feel like I look weird. I feel like I look maybe even like the Phantom of the Opera.
I think you're glistening, Samir. I think you're
Jesus Christ.
What is going on?
I love
It's
Samir.
getting weird tonight.
Boom.
Like, JD missed Samir so much for our
I did.
interview that got pushed back last night.
We only hung out for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, me and JD hung out for like 10 minutes waiting for this interview who got pushed back at the last minute. Don't worry, folks. Our big guest is still coming on. It's just next week now.
You know who's not coming on Tailgate in the Quads? The guest I wanted who fucking big-timed us.
Has anybody
For
guessed
those
it on
who-
Twitter?
No one has guessed on Twitter, which is a little hurtful because that means no one listened to the most recent episode.
Okay, usually Kevin.
Because
to be
we
fair,
talk about bringing him on.
I listen to the Tailgate in the Quad episode for the week on Friday generally when I'm driving to my Friday job because usually a short job. I won't listen to college football talk, so I listen to you and Kieran.
Oh,
but
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at everyone guessing who just doesn't listen to the show.
Did you tell everyone what's happening?
My teeth look pearly white.
What the fuck? Just
Where does-
random as fuck.
Let's
off
just
the
talk
bat.
about Samir's appearance.
Yes, the mustache
saying.
looks phenomenal.
The glasses look good.
Thanks.
I can't really see your shirt because of the little ads under your
we can back up a
collar. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's a nice color. Wow.
He can't. I have to hold him.
You
'cause
look
he-
like
he- ow.
one of those pops
Should we
that
stop
have
it?
all the like weird,
Over there.
you know,
Yes.
like one of those old school like pop like cups. That's what you look like.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Is this the bro time period where we have just JD and Samir just talk about their appearances?
That's pretty
Yeah.
much it. We're just talking about Samir's, by the way. I look terrible, but
No, come on, JD. No, you can't say you look bad with some Giants on.
that's true.
No way, you can't say
Giants.
that.
Go Giants.
Let's go, baby.
1
That's
week
great.
anniversary from our terrible death last
Hey,
week.
listen.
Hey, I
let's
mean, we'll
move
talk
over.
about this.
New week,
We'll talk about
JD.
this.
Optimism. You play the Falcons. We could all score on that defense.
No optimism till Dave Gettleman is gone.
Yeah, but I'll say this. I think we're gonna pull out a win this week. I think it's Eli's honor ceremony. We're honoring Eli, put it in the ring of whatever.
Honor.
And
Hot,
we can't lose. We can't lose for Eli.
hot take.
We're
Every
honoring
win you
Eli,
guys.
putting him in the ring of whatever. You couldn't
Yeah,
come
I
up with the word honor after saying honoring Eli.
Well, I don't want to say honor twice, and I don't think it is the ring of honor. It's
Is
something
it
else.
not?
I don't know what the hell.
Sorry.
Hot take. Every Giants win this year is actually an L because you guys are doing nothing but hurting your draft position.
Yeah, that's what it's been for the last 4 years.
Yeah, I mean,
It's pretty depressing existence.
But then our owners are so dead set on thinking that we can be contenders every year when we're just not. Every year they think they're. That's why these Vegas. It's just all this bullshit. They always say the Giants are like close to being Super Bowl contenders. Like the past 4 years after 2016, or like 3 years. And it's just like, guys, it's only because the owners are stirring up bullshit. We're not good.
I think optimistically, the Giants are 5 positions away from being playoff contenders. Their left tackle, their left guard, their center, their right guard, and their right tackle.
Yep. And they're saying Shane Lemieux, Nick Gates. Sorry, Nick Gates got injured on Thursday night. They're saying it might be career ending.
He's still in the hospital.
Yeah,
he's been a week, and he's still in the. I got a message for that today. He's still in the hospital.
No, he went to a different hospital in DC for a different procedure. He's getting more procedures.
Well, he's still in a hospital.
Yeah.
Did he break his leg Alex Smith style?
No,
I don't know. I really don't know.
I don't even know how we
crazy.
describe the injury. It's odd. It's like it's just like I don't even know what did they actually diagnose it as?
I thought it was
A fractured leg.
That's
it was a broken leg.
Femur, tibia, fibula.
You're asking the hard questions now.
I
See if I can find it.
I work in health insurance, so it's not difficult to come up with different body parts and bones. So
Awesome.
figure I'd ask.
All I'm seeing is fractured his leg with nothing
that's all
else.
I've seen too. It's like very non-descriptive.
It's very hockey injury where they say lower body injury.
Right. He was a hockey guy though. He'd play next week.
Jesus Christ.
Even like all the tweets that were like, "Oh, he fractured his leg." That doesn't help us.
Does not like
A gruesome leg
Actual
injury.
leg.
Can I also read you the greatest quote about the injury ever?
Sure.
We're confident he'll be able to come back, but yes, it could be career-ending. Thanks, Joe Judge.
Could be
Those
could be back next week.
Yeah,
Those are
not the most
conflicting
optimistic
thoughts.
Yeah.
I think Joe Judge is my new favorite quote machine besides Motor City Dan Campbell.
I'm surprised he didn't come out this morning and said, I think he's gonna live. Like what would you do if he just said that? Like we're optimistic he might live.
I literally would be the happy. I wouldn't. I would be happy just because of the quote, and I'd be happy he's gonna live. Obviously, it's just like Joe Judge has become like everything that comes out of this man's mouth is perfect.
Guys, missed
It's
opportunity
not his fault.
to tweet a picture of Nick Gates with "Lord carry him now" when he got injured.
Oh god. We also have another. We have some fun football tonight, and our.
I don't know.
I think it's gonna be a good time because I heard a theory today. I got to give this guy some shot on TikTok when I find his page. The Tyrod Taylor theory. The last 4 teams he's played for, they have found their franchise quarterback. 3 teams they found a franchise quarterback after Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, and Justin Herbert. Maybe it's Davis Mills.
It's the updated version of the Ewing theory.
Right?
I mean, in Tyrod's defense, like 2 of those he was brought in to be the placeholder after they had drafted their franchise
Oh
quarterback.
yeah, I mean that's why it's happening. But still.
But also, it's not because the team's so bad with Tyrod at the helm that they're getting a high draft pick to get their franchise quarterback. Tyrod Taylor's a good quarterback.
Oh no,
He played like 2 games or a game and a half
Did
or
he?
half a game.
Yeah, he lit it up against
Oh, I
Jacksonville,
don't
and
think that
he
he
honestly
Give- I just want Tyrod to have a good team doctor, a good line, and let's see what this man can do. He dragged the Bills to the playoffs before they were this current iteration of the Bills. That man has my undying respect for being able to do that.
Mine too. One of the few Virginia Tech
He
players.
has my
I don't
respect, but I'm not gonna lie, like I don't think that like
Oh, I never want him to start for the Patriots, but I do
Right.
want him to start somewhere else.
You can start for the
like when he
Jets.
was playing for the Browns, he was like all right. He wasn't like setting the world on fire or anything.
He's good. And
I thought he was pretty good on the. I mean, he was good on the Bills. You can't really deny it. They were a playoff team. Obviously, it made sense that they moved on to get and they got Josh Allen. Right now, it's like
considering who
that
their
was
head
the
coach
choice.
was at the time.
A great game manager.
Right.
can make all the throws you need him to make to win a football game if your defense and running game's on point. That's
he's
what
made
he
a career off of doing this. So he is the
he,
transition guy, and that's not
And
the
man, he
worst
was
thing
slinging
to
it the
do.
couple first
he is a
weeks of the
faster
season.
Alex Smith. That's
He's been in
basically
the
what he
league
is.
for. He's going to stay in the league for a while. Like he found a little niche kind of thing.
It
Better than
sucks
being
because
clear
I would
backup.
love him to get a full season of starting like he should have gotten in Houston.
But he had his shots. I mean, we saw a full season of like he was the
Yeah, he
starter
was
in
the fucking
Buffalo.
Pro
And he
Bowl
brought
and
the Bills to the playoffs.
Yeah,
Exactly.
1 year. I mean, let's be honest. Like
Okay,
you said,
so
like
he-
none of us are
he
sitting here
needs-
saying he's a franchise guy because he's not.
Well, because he's too old at this point to be considered a franchise guy, but like
Right, so why
he
would you
needs his full year
invest a
shot.
whole-
He got that and led his team to the playoffs.
But you're saying like you want someone to invest in him now? Why?
Yes.
Yes.
Why? For like, if I'm that team, I don't want.
New York Giants. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
Oh,
we might be in that spot next year.
I don't know about the Giants just because of that line, but like give him a decent line and some okay weapons. He can bring you to the playoffs, and hell, he's a better quarterback than Trent Dilfer.
I think Miami, if Tua is out for an extended period of time, should call him up for a temporary placeholder.
Nah, that's I
No
think we
way
should
the
just
Texans
go take over.
give the keys to Davis Mills.
Watch, this kid's gonna come out slinging
He was
rockets.
the number one overall recruit coming out of high school.
He
Davis
was.
Mills.
He
Davis
beat
Mills,
out
the
Tua,
number one
yeah.
overall recruit.
Well, here's the thing about that is he also went to Stanford, which may have not been his smartest career path.
I mean, hey,
But
Ryan
he's a
Fitzpatrick
smart
went
guy.
to Harvard, and he's been in the league for.
But he's also Swaggy Fitzpatrick. This dude he's him. Like
Well,
there's
probably
no way else to
the
describe
only
it.
Ryan
time-
Fitzpatrick did not start as Swaggy Fitzpatrick. I want to point that out.
I know.
Yeah, fair.
Deshaun Jackson's bling made him Swaggy Fitzpatrick.
I just want to point out probably the only time ever that somebody has said going to Stanford bad for your career. Out of context, that would sound ridiculous. Like going to Stanford, terrible for his career.
when
Even in
Harbaugh
terms of
or-
football,
No, I'm saying like most, like pretty much everything.
no, but
football,
even in
you'd be
terms
like,
of
what?
football,
you just, like,
historically,
heard
that's a
that sentence.
ridiculous thing to say.
now it's
Even
not,
for football, true. But yeah,
they haven't. Who was the quarterback? The coach they had for after Harbaugh,
Um,
David Shaw.
Shaw.
Yeah,
Shaw.
even like towards the
I
end
like
of
that.
Shaw's tenure there, like it's still like Stanford hasn't been good in like
At the
what
very end, it was bad. Yeah,
very was bad like what 6
Since
7
Harbaugh.
years.
Yeah, since Harbaugh left.
they
Before,
were good with Shaw.
They had 3 good years.
they had
with Shaw.
decent teams with Shaw.
McCaffrey was Shaw, correct?
Yeah, so
They
was
won a few Rose Bowls.
Barry Sanders Jr. and Bryce Love, but it's just they always had
Yeah,
good running backs. But
For
then like
Stanford winning the Rose Bowl, what else? That's the
Also, Stanford quarterbacks are better in the NFL than USC quarterbacks, and that's a proven fact. And it
I
has
think-
been a proven fact, at least for the past decade and probably longer. Because outside of Palmer, USC has not had a good quarterback in like 30 years.
I think every college in the Pac-12 has a better quarterback.
Here comes
than the
Darnold.
Rodney
league.
Pete.
I think Darnold.
Oh yeah, Darnold could be good.
Sam
I'm not
Darnold,
writing the book
arguably.
off on
For one,
We'll
for
see.
one
Darnold,
bowl game.
honestly, he's got 2-0 right now. I mean, we'll see.
2-0, and he's playing a terrible defense. Like I think he could.
Okay, speaking of Pac-12 quarterbacks, can I get on my soapbox for a second?
Is this something Josh
It's your
Rosen
show.
related?
Get on your booster seat. Let's do this, Kev.
It is not something Josh Rosen like. Drew Bledsoe does not deserve the disrespect that he gets. People are acting like, oh, all he did was be the guy who came in before Tom Brady. No.
I saw your tweet.
Oh, I have numbers back up. He has more passing yards than Joe Montana.
Dude, he was an all-pro quarterback, or at least
He has
multiple Pro Bowls.
70 less interceptions than Peyton Manning.
And Brett Favre.
Did you ever watch him play?
Oh, he has like 100 less than Brett Favre.
Were you old enough to comprehend football?
I
when he was
watched
playing
Bledsoe play
football?
for the Cowboys, and
Yeah, he retired in like 2006.
I'm saying like for the Patriots
I
Barely.
watched
because I don't
one game.
remember Drew Bledsoe. That's
Well, when
I
you were
remember-
born in like 2002.
As the
98.
oldest one here, I
was
remember
born
pretty
in
much every
98.
quarterback you're mentioning.
As
Okay,
the
so
second
he was-
oldest one here, I
He was
remember.
3 when
You
he
think I'm like
almost
19,
died.
Kevin?
I don't know.
That's
I'm just
Samir.
kind of giving you shit.
I was alive during 9/11, unlike Samir, probably.
I was.
He was
Oh.
like 2 days old.
He
I was-
also has more passing
I was
touchdowns.
genuinely like 3 weeks old.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Here's a list of guys he has more passing
Pretty
touchdowns
Christmas, I'm
than.
old.
We're still doing
Len
Bledsoe.
Dawson, Jim Kelly, Terry Bradshaw, Steve Young, Kurt Warner, Ken Stabler, Bob Greasy, Sammy Bell. Put Drew Bledsoe in the Hall of Fame. He
I'm for
deserves it.
Also
Stop
has a
it.
damn good wine company, by the way.
He's top 20 in passing yards all time.
So that doesn't get you in the Hall of Fame.
It should.
No, it shouldn't. What's Phillip Rivers on the all-time passing list?
Phil's gonna
He's
get
not.
in too.
I don't know if he'll get
Phil's
in.
getting
To be
in.
honest.
Phil is top 5.
Phil's
Exactly,
getting
and
in,
he's
man.
like
Pass-
Also,
passing yards?
Bledsoe retired before the league got super pass happy. They were getting pass happier.
Also, Bledsoe was like the cannon arm guy before this dude had a bazooka.
Okay, that doesn't.
He
get you in the
also
Hall
did
of
it
Fame.
in 13 years. Out of the
That's
people
the
in the
thing.
top 20 who played about as long as him, Kerry Collins is below him. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame. Joe Flacco's below him. He's not getting in the Hall of Fame. Stafford's above him. He's
Joe
probably
Flacco's
getting
got a
in.
ring.
Vinny Testaverde is not getting in, but he played 20 years, so that's why he's 15. Carson Palmer's not getting in, but he played 13. Palmer maybe, probably not, for like those 2 hot years. Fran Tarkenton,
argue-
Warren Moon, John
I would-
Elway, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Eli Manning,
All right.
Ben
You're
Roethlisberger,
just
Dan
listing
Marino, Phillip
quarterbacks.
Rivers, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. That's everyone else who's above him outside of Testaverde, Stafford, and Palmer, and all of those guys are getting in the Hall of Fame.
I would
think
argue
you're-
for
I think
Testaverde
you're-
though.
I think you're
Based
thinking
on-
too many
based-
people get in.
Based on the career arc Testaverde had from being garbage quarterback in Tampa Bay to his renaissance in Baltimore, then New York, and then Dallas and back to New York again, I would argue, at least sentimentally, yes, he's a Hall of Fame. He's a Hall of Fame guy, but in terms of stats, maybe not.
I will.
Okay.
Shouldn't he have already
Hang on.
been in if he was
I
going
will
to get in,
fully
though?
support Kevin and
Yeah,
say
that's my-
straight up that Drew Bledsoe should be a Hall of Famer.
No.
I watched Bledsoe highlights all the time when I was a kid because he was like the young. When I was a kid, when like the NFL games came out, it was always like you got Vic, McNabb, Bledsoe. Who was the other one that was always Favre? Like those are the 4 like quarterbacks you always pick on like NFL Street or any of those early Madden games. Kurt Warner.
Oh, so he must be a Hall of Famer.
Oh, shut
Well,
up!
all
TJ.
right.
Give me a point.
Outside of the guys I
Back
mentioned,
it up.
outside of the guys who I said aren't getting in, probably Palmer and Testaverde, who on that list is not getting in the Hall of Fame that I mentioned.
I stopped listening to you just listing quarterbacks, if I'm going to be 100% honest.
Outside of Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning, and maybe Matt Ryan, but he has an MVP and a bunch of stats to back it up, everyone else is a lock to get in the Hall of Fame.
That's my point. If Phillip Rivers and Eli Manning and Matt Ryan aren't a lock to get in the Hall of Fame, Drew Blood, they're all 3 of those are better than
Right,
Drew
exactly.
Bledsoe
By
was
like
the
a decent
Phillip
amount.
Rivers of the previous generation. Come on, get out of here.
He would have been in already. So I guess I probably won like the argument.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
my
Brian
point. He
Dawkins
should get
had
in,
to
but
win a
he's
fucking-
Should
not.
get in. He should get
That's
in.
my argument.
He should get in.
I remember-
he didn't
I
win
remember when he
anything,
got-
did he?
Hold on. I remember when he got drafted. So, because I'm old, because again, I'm old. But I remember so many Patriots fans being so amped up when Bledsoe was drafted. He basically turned that franchise around before Tom Brady came along. He was
Didn't he?
the guy.
Was
They
he the
brought
Super Bowl
in
9
Belichick because they had their quarterback situation figured out. They had
won
Drew
with-
Bledsoe, who had already led them to a Super Bowl,
Yeah, 95.
Yep.
was already the
Just playing a long time doesn't get you in because he's also 5th all time in pass attempts. So no shit, he's 17th.
who's 4-3-2-1.
I don't know. Let me look at that.
I'd say Brady, Peyton,
But like
Favre,
passing, disappointed.
and
Pass
Clark
attempts
Tarkenton.
is not like
Yeah, it's hard to
Impressive.
Testaverde's got to be up there too. You play for so
He
fucking
also
long.
threw 70 passes in a game once.
right. That's my
That's
point.
still an NFL record, right?
Yes. Oh, sorry. He was on not great teams, so he had to throw the ball a lot. Oh, no.
All right. I back up Kevin here. McCarthy, what is your vote?
yeah,
Yeah.
Bledsoe should
All right.
be a Hall of Famer.
JD is no. Samir?
I'll be honest. I'm very young.
Yeah, I also never
Like-
watched him play.
JD, what
Right,
the
like
fuck
I
are
never
you talking
watched Drew
about?
Bledsoe
No,
play.
that was a wrong.
No,
stat.
JD, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
I was going to
Googled
say,
Bledsoe, that's what it said.
he's 12th in pass attempts.
Okay. Why does it
So-
say?
12 to
He left
17
fifth in the-
isn't that
I'm on the
crazy
fence.
of like,
I'm gonna say
oh,
maybe.
see
I
out.
really-
12 to
say-
17 isn't like, oh, he was ineffective. Like,
So those
that's
5
a
slots are because he was on a bad teams for a while. That's why.
So Warren Moon, John Elway, Matt Ryan, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Rivers, Marino, Manning, Favre, Breeze, and Brady at number 1.
Yeah, all those guys are probably higher up on the passing list with more like the.
Warren Moon isn't.
Yeah, Warren Moon also.
Yeah, and he's not a Hall of Famer.
Combined, though.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Combined, he is, though, with CFL and NFL. But we're not combining CFL.
I'll be honest. I never watched him play, but I just don't think like you can sit there and be like 17th and on the passing list.
He
must be
retired
a
in
Hall of
2000.
Famer. He never won anything.
He was 4 Pro Bowls. He made a Super Bowl. He carried that 90-16 team to the Super Bowl. The defense was good that year, but he was that offense.
So he didn't win it?
No, he didn't win.
Oh, so he didn't win it.
Just like your Browns.
No.
Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry. Okay, Trent Dilfer
That
then.
Brown should be in the Hall of Fame.
Trent Dilfer then. What a wing. Automatic lock for the Hall of Fame.
Oof.
I'm actually just playing devil's advocate. I've never seen him play, and I really don't care. But nope, Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, you're just trying to piss off Kevin at this point.
Yeah, it's my favorite sport, pissing off Jared and Kevin. I like poking the Bears. Speaking of, how about that Miami game?
Yeah.
All right, I'm not.
Speaking of, how about that Oregon game?
Yeah, that Oregon game was pretty wild.
All right,
Penn State Nittany Lions.
So he argued against Drew Bledsoe for 5 minutes. I'll cut it in half. I'll put him in timeout for maybe another 5 seconds.
Penalty box.
Take you two. I wish we had a cutaway. I wish we could cut away to like we take you
a reformed man doing hard time will make a man think about
Shut
what's
up.
important.
All right, Thursday night.
I mean, hey,
football.
look, as long as you don't end up like Aaron Hernandez after doing your hard time, that's fine.
Jesus.
True.
Hey, don't you mean
Dude, that guy's got a net. Oh shit! Now
his brain? We have his brain here at BU.
JD's.
Samir, I will give you $50,000 to steal that.
That would be fucking dope. I literally was thinking about it.
Steal that?
I was, you know who I pitched?
We'll go wrong bank to give him the money to steal that.
They're gonna have Samir's face.
We need a GoFundMe for that.
Oh no, I'll just sell it for a couple million and then give Samir $50,000.
Hey,
It's fine.
that guy's got
they're
a
gonna
Netflix
have.
documentary. He must have done.
Is there a
something
dark web version of GoFundMe so we can do this?
Yes.
There
Probably. They're probably gonna have Samir's face, campus security now, outside of the building, whereas Braid is like, do not let this man in under any circumstances.
I bet you Samir's brain's going to be worth something one day.
That would be amazing.
It clearly is. He keeps picking the Jets as his upset pick every week.
Oh, my brain might be worth
No
something.
wonder they've
someday.
lost 2 in a row. Thanks, Samir.
You're a Jets fan?
Hey, McCarthy, it wouldn't
Sadly.
be because they played 2 decent teams the last 2 weeks, but
And definitely not because Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions last week.
6 total this year, man. Kevin, we might have our candidate for the 40 club.
Oh, please.
The Broncos defense is legit.
So
It's not gonna
anybody
get
who,
any-
okay, so McCarthy, you just started here, and you two knuckleheads weren't even.
He didn't
close
just
to
start.
what-
He's been here for like a year and a half now.
No, but the Jameis Winston 30-30
More than
club
that.
joke we've had since Savannah
Okay.
was working here. Come on. Me, Kevin, and Savannah basically were rooting so hard for Jameis Winston to throw 40 interceptions, but it got
He's
worse.
the
after
NFL's
week
Jose
six-
Canseco.
Week 16, he threw like 1 pick only, and we were so pissed off because it was like he was on pace hitting 40, and he just like dipped off, and we're like, oh fuck, we're screwed.
Oh, damn it. This guy learned how to play quarterback. That's no fun.
Most electric player in the
Thanks,
NFL.
Sean Payton.
Oh, should we do a vibe check on Cruz,
Good
by the
and
way?
bad.
He's okay.
No, I think
I do
it's
do
better,
wellness check for him, please.
it's better for content if he's sad.
That's about
true.
the NFL, though, right, Kev? Not college.
Yes, it's better for content. Well, it might be better,
Better
for content
for both. Let's be honest, but
from a strictly content standpoint, it's probably better for content if he's sad about both college and NFL. Because if he's sad about college, then I'm just going to get pissed off, which is great for content.
Yeah, it's just you get like vindictive and a little overly angry when your team starts losing in college. So you're like one of those people I try to avoid when their team loses.
Hey, at least we've only had to see that
Says
once
the guy
at
who
most out of the
yelled at
past like
us
5
over
years.
text last week, Jared.
I yell at you fuckers all the time.
That is true. He's not wrong.
I also was like so angry. I actually almost put like my remote through a wall because I was like, "Are you fucking?" I haven't lost my temper at a football game in almost 2 years. That was bad.
Come be a Jets
I
fan.
was there.
You'll use your temper real
Used to it.
quick.
I was there for the App State game. I'm real glad I wasn't there for the Michigan State game.
Yeah, Kevin watched what happens during a Miami game. Philadelphia Eagles games, I'm pretty relaxed.
Yeah, because you know they're going to lose.
They only lost.
Well, except that
Wow,
one
I'm
time
not
in
even gonna talk about whatever.
2019.
You
Yeah, I
two,
know.
1 week ago today, sat here, laughed at me, gave me all sorts of dirty looks when I took
I didn't say
Michigan
shit.
State.
I said I'm gonna sit here drinking my beer.
Weren't happy.
I didn't want Jared to lose his shit because then that would have been miserable.
Yeah, that's true. You had a vacation.
Yeah, all right. So let's actually talk about this Thursday night football game because I'm actually kind of intrigued by the whole Davis Mills of this whole thing. I think one, Carolina can't stop shit. Neither can Houston. So
Whoa, what? Carolina's allowed 21 points all season.
okay, they played the
Their
Jets.
defense is actually decent this year.
They played the Jets. And who they played last week?
Saints.
Saints. Okay.
Oh,
so
the
I will
Saints who
take that
just
back.
got done dismantling the Packers
will-
defense.
okay.
That was a-
Okay,
Oh,
I
yeah, the
think
Carolina Panthers, their
force a
defense
habit,
is terrible.
Force a habit of saying that the Panthers can't stop shit. But they have no tape on Davis Mills. I am optimistic by some crazy shit that it's gonna be a high scoring game. I'm betting the over on this, obviously. I gotta check that line quick though. I think the line was at 45.
Let's be honest. This game would have been much more exciting if Tyrod Taylor played because they were looking good. I think everyone here, I can't speak for Ryan, but pretty much everyone else wrote off the Texans as being pretty terrible. And not saying they were going to be good, but they were going to win more games than I had them at winning 3 games. With Tyrod, they looked like they would have swept Jacksonville. That would have been 2 wins right there.
Tyrod.
I call him Tyrod. I know him.
Well, you're pronouncing his name wrong.
He played for one of my teams. All right, I know him.
Okay, and you still can't pronounce his name correctly.
Nope.
That's weird.
Nope, I'm allowed to call him Tyrod. It's a personal friend name. You wouldn't get it.
Oh, shut up. All right, by the way, the line is
You wouldn't get it.
the over
It's
under.
Ty Kamarad. You wouldn't get it.
I'm hitting the over under on this one, 43 points. I think either way,
Is gambling legal where you guys live?
no, but there's ways.
Is it for you? Ryan?
Yeah.
It is for New York, yeah.
I don't know
You
if
can't
it is
do
for
online yet. You
Massachusetts.
can't do online yet.
It is in Massachusetts. I think you can do sportsbook apps. Connecticut
Okay.
will be legal as of January 1st.
It is
Well, I didn't think it was, and then I kept getting DraftKings letters in the mail.
That's awesome. One
You guys all
my
live in the
boss
same
my
state?
boss enjoys he likes the whole idea of the unders, overs, parlays, whatever. He's very interested. Even if he doesn't bet, he likes kind of seeing the lines, people beating him. I'm the same way. And I told him today, I'm like, I cannot wait for January 1st because that that week 17 or week 18, I'm literally gonna do a 5-team parlay just for the shit of it, just to say I tried it. There was apparently a
that'd be
guy
fun.
who had a 16-team
Yeah.
parlay through MGM last week.
Do you see they paid him still?
Yeah, they paid him $110,000 to
Yeah, something like that.
and he ended up losing, but they paid him the 110 ahead of the last game, which I thought was hysterical.
He hit on
made off.
he hit
The
on
dude made off with
15,
$110,000 and he lost the bet, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. Which is
So
great.
that's pretty sick. That was a cool story.
I bet he's having a great day today.
All right, so we all think Carolina's going to win this though. There's no Davis Mills shootout kind of shit thing happened tonight.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Carolina
I'd take the
Carolina.
under,
My
but
surprise
I'm
team.
taking the over. I think Houston's going to score points. I don't know why something in my head's telling me they're going to score. Or Carolina's going to beat the daylights out of them.
3-0. Watch out.
JD's going to keep banging that drum all season.
I am.
See what I did there? Because
I am.
He's pounding it.
Keep pounding.
I'm
I
just gonna
see
keep
McCarthy
pounding.
got that joke.
It's my
Are
motto.
you drinking some headway there, Mr. McCarthy?
No, this is a local brewery called Slate Town. It's
Nice.
about an hour northeast of me. I'm drinking the Maiden Voyage IPA. It's delightful.
Nice. I have one more beer from Plymouth Brewing, and it was incredible and worth every penny. But right now I'm drinking a Silver Bullet because I kind of just tired. I'll
You like
relax,
fornication
Kevin.
in the canoe, I see.
I'd take Natty over Coors.
I agree.
The only
I
thing
agree.
I won't drink my least favorite cheap beer is Bud Light. It's a shotgun beer to me. That's all it is.
I love Bud Light.
I will drink Miller, Natty,
Hate
Coors.
Miller
Even
Lite.
I can't drink.
Speaking of-
I can't drink Paps though. Like Kev, me and Kev were at a bar. It was like for a lunch. And Kev orders a Paps, and I'm like, respect for the stomach hustle, man. I can't do.
Dude,
Paps.
I love PBR. I had a I'm white trash and I'm in trouble weekend in college once just by myself. I got some PBR and some moonshine, and that's all I drank all weekend.
Oof.
I did the same with a bottle of I think it was Knob Maple and a 12-pack of 24-pack of Miller.
Knob
Speaking
Maple
of-
is
speaking of-
not I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. That's like
Oh
a
no,
$40
there was.
bottle.
I just did the same thing where like I just got absolutely fucked up. I actually ended up stumbling into 3 house parties. I don't know how I got there. I just kind of got there.
Oh, have I told you guys a story about stumbling into random houses?
Yes, this was the after the championship game. I remember.
Pretty much
this
everyone
story.
has that college.
It wasn't after the so we went for a walk once. It wasn't after the championship, but we were just hammered. Went for a walk.
I never did
Saw a house
Yeah.
near us with their door open. We walked in. First thing we see, gun on the table.
Sure.
Like, oh, this might be a mistake. And then the guys who we like walked into their house were very nice. We're very confused, but
The gun
we're
owners.
super nice. What?
The guy with the gun on the table was very nice.
Yeah, he was. First time I ever held a gun.
He gave you that you just like walked into a random guy's house. He's like, "Here, hold my gun."
Well, we were talking for a bit. And I was like, I've never held a gun. And then he checked to make sure it was unloaded. Then just handed it to me.
Good. At least he's got his gun safety out. And
Speaking of tailgate, guys, are we still gonna plan on the?
I'm
Trash
like
Panda
I'm
Bowl
like
for-
50-50. I may have something at my conflict schedule.
Okay.
No, dude, no. We are going.
What's up?
The Trash Panda Bowl
where's that?
Oh
game?
yeah. Oh right.
UMass and
Yeah.
UConn.
UMass.
at
Yeah,
UMass.
where at?
Kevin, how are you gonna get there, man?
I'm going to drive.
Can you drive me?
Yes. We'll figure it out later, but I'll.
What time
type in
kickoff?
UMass into
I think it's
the
a 1
old-
o'clock game.
Oh yeah, I can go.
I'll go, man. It's October 9th. I think it's.
I thought for a second
3:30.
I thought it was a 4:30 game. I was like, but
It's,
No, it's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock I can do.
It's a quick
Hey,
hop,
JD,
skip, and a
that's
jump.
alumni.
10 hours and 3 minutes for me.
I would love to. I'm down.
JD, I can figure some stuff out, but if you come out for the game, I might have a place you can sleep.
I probably won't.
But
But-
if you do,
Okay,
It's
how
not.
long do I have to? When is that game?
October 9th, I think. The 16th.
I figure you could probably get in that game for like $5, right?
It's the
Hold
9th.
on. Hold on. Okay.
it's the 9th.
Oh wait, no, my thing is the 2nd, so we're good. Let's get fucked up, boys.
But let me see how much are tickets. Blah blah blah.
While you guys
Oh,
are
time to be determined. Cheapest ticket I see is $26.
Lame.
What if it
It's
said
between
to
20
determine?
it's between
Honestly,
23
we
and
might not
tw-
even do it.
Okay,
It's
we all
between
understand
23
the
and
whole
26
point
on
of this-
UMass's website.
I gotta
The whole-
imagine walking into the game beforehand, you could get in for like $10.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, we also understand the whole point of this is we have a great tailgate.
Well, yeah.
So, Kevin, as we say on your
Actually, I might not
show,
go, yeah.
as you say on your show, McCarthy, what do you bring into this tailgate? We gotta start assigning shit right now for the Trash Panda Belly Up Bowl.
I actually can't wait right now.
I'm of
I'm
course
really
bringing
excited.
corn.
I might bring my bacon guacamole. That shit's gas.
Where's Pat? I need Pat here. I'm bringing corn.
Might be
That's
my
all we
boozy
produce
blondies.
in Ohio.
Ooh, okay.
A little sweet,
gonna-
little sweet with the savory there.
There
See,
go.
you guys are all wrong. I'm gonna beat you in the competition of what are you bringing to the tailgate because I'm bringing Samir to the tailgate.
Oh, lame. Okay, whatever. No,
He's right.
I mean,
No.
What are we eating sushi off him or something?
Oh, I'll eat some moose. I'll eat some sushi off that rock hard body any day.
Oh, dude, I will get sushi eaten off me any
Kevin,
day.
lawsuits.
He's legal now. It's fine.
Oh,
we can
he's
say
not
that.
an intern anymore. You can say whatever you want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Although
Kev,
Jared,
when
we
the fuck
do.
are we getting our intern?
Well, if I have your person, but they have to send me their resume.
Okay.
Huh?
Hey, person, send
Kevin-
Kevin the resume.
Kevin, do you remember interviewing me?
No.
Ah, well, you did.
Okay.
Okay.
Does he want to remember?
I think it was you. No, you were actually very complimentary. I like
Yeah, I mean-
prepared way
No,
too
it's cool.
much.
Oh no, I do
I'm
remember
just
that
one of those
actually. Now.
people that like prepare hard for interviews, And I gave like these long answers. You're like, wow, that's way more than most people say, but that was good.
Shannon interviewed you. That was
I
good.
remember that
very
now.
detailed.
I do remember that now.
I'm a pretty. That's one of my strengths. I'm a pretty good interviewer.
My favorite text message from Kevin during his. See, Kevin would text me play-by-plays of the funny interviews. My favorite was the guy who was a half hour late. Kevin was in another interview and he tried to join the chat and ask if he could interview now.
That's
It's easily the nicest I've ever seen Kevin.
Yeah, because
He
this
was like,
is
"Oh, you went to Ohio State. I won't hold that against you. I
That's
went to
business,
Bama.
Kev.
Ha,
This
ha,
is
ha."
non-business, Kev. We're talking
Yeah.
to.
Now that
That's
he knows
professional,
me, he's
Kev.
like, you piece of
Professional
shit.
Kevin's a very nice
Wait,
guy.
can I get a little bit of professional, Kev? I want to see it.
No.
No,
No.
you don't want.
No.
No, that doesn't get
Come on,
ratings.
That's not.
Samir.
that's
Did
not
I interview you
pregame
or
stuff.
did Shannon?
No, you didn't. Shannon interviewed me.
Okay.
All right.
So Ryan, is there a third option on
I
your
would've loved
sign
to
over
be
there?
interviewed.
Because I would go if we're talking square pizza. I assume with the corner there.
No,
Yes, we are talking square pizza, and I did that on purpose, by the way.
Ah, okay.
I liked it.
See,
I liked
corner
it.
spelled with a K instead of a C.
Yeah, right.
McCarthy, are you trying to be like our belly up to Woody Page?
All right, Jared.
Yes, actually.
Oh,
With apologies
okay.
to Woody Page.
No, Woody Page owes you an apology. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
My response was, I want a third option. I want middle piece.
Nah.
love
Oh,
it.
dude.
Oh, I
what
love
the
it.
You
hell?
can, you can have all the middle pieces you
All
want.
right,
to.
done. That's the heart of the pizza.
All right, no, it's a decent piece, but
I
just
like
think
middle.
You need crush. You
I don't
need something
need-
to hold on to, bro.
For
You
a
need
square
something to
pizza?
hold on to.
Nope. Definitely not
I don't know.
corner.
Hands get
Definitely
all-
not corner.
all
I would take
greasy.
Fuck
side.
you, man. Corner's great.
I'm not a corner guy.
And
Other than
side's
the
great too, man.
Fair enough. All right, we'll do this quick before we get into six pack. What's your guys' ideal topping on a pizza? Like, you can't live without it. It's got to be your number one. Like, when you get one topping only on your pizza, what is the first thing you say?
Bacon.
Yeah. Ham. That might be ham for me now.
You're telling me like I can only have one topping on my
No.
pizza?
Like you are at a pizza joint, free pizza on the house, any topping you want. What's your go-to?
Well, if I'm going one topping, like pepperoni seems such a lame answer, but that would probably be it. But like,
Yeah, no, I can see pepperoni's great.
like for me though, I'm a big. I love an Italian sausage, but sausage is different at different places.
That's what she said.
Chunks.
yeah,
Fair.
absolutely.
Yes!
No, it
Let's
is.
go!
But I'm a sucker for banana pepper and mushroom as well.
That's what she said too.
Okay,
I think so.
I'm gonna say sausage only because when it's fresh ground sausage on the pizza, it just tastes incredible. Also, sleeper pick here, chicken cutlet on a pizza.
Oh,
Absolute
hell
gas.
yeah. Nah, for
Absolute
shizzle.
gas.
For fucking shizzle,
It's
bro.
too hit or miss.
What's chicken?
I know,
cutlet?
but if it hits hard.
No,
Yeah,
Jared,
no.
I had a
caveat
penny
to
alla
that,
vodka
Jared.
chicken
Yo.
cutlet pizza. One
Yo,
time.
penne alla vodka chicken cutlet. I was just gonna say, holy
Someone
shit,
explain
dude.
what a chicken
So
cutlet
good.
is to me.
It's like a piece of
Fucking
chicken.
It's
real.
a
It's
fried
fried
chicken patty,
chicken.
but like actually made with natural chicken, not byproduct.
It's just chicken.
Oh, Samir, also bacon and potato pizza.
Oh yeah,
Barbecue
that
chicken,
shit's
barbecue
good.
chicken pizza.
What's else?
Barbecue
Oh,
chicken.
firehouse.
Barbecue
You ever
chicken
been to
slap,
Firehouse?
barbecue chicken bacon. McCarthy, you have to try that. That combo
Jared.
slaps.
Can I give my
Jared, you ever
answer?
been to Firehouse
Kevin.
in
Yeah,
Bridgeport?
go ahead, Kev.
Gonna have to go with the classic pineapple.
Atta boy,
Oh, of
Kevin.
course.
No,
Okay,
no,
Are you just
pineapple.
trying to troll?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Get
I
him
was
out.
joking. Pineapple does not belong on
Thank
pizza.
you.
You
I bet you
heathens.
differ.
You know what?
I'm not
I grew up
pineapple
on
guy.
it. I'm just gonna go a classic slice of cheese
There you go.
because you got to
Hey,
figure out. You got to figure out if the pizza's good.
That's not
And-
a topping.
A cheese
you-
pizza
yeah,
from a
Extra
place-
cheese. Extra
a
cheese.
pizza
Extra
from a
cheese.
place tells how good they're actually.
Or 4 cheese.
Yeah,
And you know what, guys? Can I throw something else out?
Go for it.
Hot oil. Hot oil.
Ooh.
I might take
Like
hot oil.
Pichon's hot oil?
I'm gonna throw one out there. I tried this one.
East
so I
Coasters
hot
have
off
all
my
these
ass.
crazy toppings.
I called my local pizza joint on the corner,
like pepperoni.
and I said, and I
sausage,
knew the
mushroom.
girl. I knew the girl who answered the phone, and she goes, "I'm like, hey, so and so." She goes, "Hey, Jared, what's up?" I'm like, "You working tonight?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, hey, can you do me a sausage? She goes, what? Can I get an Italian sausage and pineapple pizza? She goes, what the fuck's wrong with you? I'm like,
Yeah,
I want
what
to try it. It slapped with the savory and weird seasonings of sausage with pineapple was absolutely fucking incredible.
Yo,
That sounds
yo,
disgusting.
I had the
too
Way
much
worse
fruit.
than a Drew Bledsoe not in the Hall of Fame take. I'm just
Yo.
Don't sleep. Yo, Cruz ain't wrong though.
No.
Fried egg.
I've had a
sausage,
breakfast
bacon
pizza. It was
is
good.
Gas. I had it at a place in Connecticut. Some
But you
Also-
gotta have it without tomato sauce though.
no,
Also,
white pizza. White
Cruz
pizza.
isn't wrong here either.
Fuck you, Cruz.
This man just don't miss. Even in the heat of battle, he don't miss.
All right, first of all, until you actually try pineapple and Italian sausage pizza, don't judge me.
Yo, okay, listen to this. I went to Vermont with my family over the summer. And
Oh,
we
where
got
in
pizza
Vermont?
going. Shit, man.
Burlington,
Wi-Fi
Vermont's
Bennington.
real?
Somewhere near
Where it
Burlington,
is?
I believe.
Okay.
Oh, when you? I'm curious when you went because we might have been there at the same time.
No, I think we went like a week separate. I remember because I remember like I was
Okay.
on vacation and then you were something like that.
Okay.
And then I think you went the week before me.
Okay.
Then we got pizza and I got it was sausage, bacon, and Vermont.
Hey, Cruz,
maple
how about
syrup.
Saints to the Super Bowl? Zip it, would you?
Oof.
I don't know if anyone heard what I just said.
Oh my
Sorry.
God.
I
heard
did,
what
and
you
that
said. It
sounds good.
incredible.
Dude, the
I was
sweet,
triggered.
the salty was fucking incredible. Also,
Sorry,
Raymond
Samir,
doesn't miss, bro.
Okay, so I gotta give a shout out to my boy's pizza joint down in Danbury,
I was gonna
Connecticut.
say, I'm like the Giants kicker.
Why did you say
Stanziato.
kicker? Kicker's our best player. Our kicker's our best
He's
player.
made 32 in a row, Cruz. Do a little fact checking.
Jesus.
All right, Jared, go ahead.
All right.
Sorry.
So Samir, next time you're in Connecticut, go to Stanziato's in Danbury. It's on Mill Plain Road.
Never been there.
Oh, it's fucking amazing. It's all personalized, personal style pizzas. They have a duck, grape, and arugula vinaigrette pizza. It is the greatest thing I've ever had in my life.
Going bougie.
It's
Dude, you
That
incredible.
sounds great.
Speaking of
It's
speaking
incredible.
of Danbury, Jared. Speaking of Danbury, have you watched that Netflix
I've
documentary?
watched 10 minutes of it. I'm finishing it tomorrow night.
Oh, so good.
So my boss,
So
my
good.
boss actually,
Is
my
that
company I
the
work for
minor league
did
hockey
jobs for the Galante
model?
family.
Trashers, yeah. The Glanties, yeah.
Yeah, so my company did jobs for them for like 10 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, my boss had no idea what was happening until he watched the documentary. By the way, also watched the Malice of the Palace one. That one's incredible.
That one.
Oh, I want to
was
watch that one. I saw that one.
That was
Or
crazy.
So, you know what?
Wait,
All right,
before
boys,
we hang on, but while we're talking about things, Ryan, you're a big Star Wars fan, correct?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Have you watched Star Wars Visions yet?
Yes.
I haven't.
Slaps.
Oh, I
Slaps.
haven't watched it.
Slaps.
Kevin, I got HBO Max.
I've watched
last
6
night. I was really
episodes.
just
Slaps.
muscling through content.
I think I've watched 6 so far.
The last one
Two.
I watched was like the 9th Jedi or something like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That's
That
what
was
I
sweet.
watched.
That was
Okay,
the, that
I
was
think
the first
I'm gonna. That's gonna be my show tomorrow. I'm gonna
number
watch
one,
some
and it's perfect. I'm not like an anime guy really, but
First
they're
one out the
12
gate
minutes long.
hot.
First one might be the best.
Was that on Disney
Oh,
Plus?
Yeah, I want to watch it real bad.
The first one.
I didn't know it came
is so
out, bro.
cool.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah.
I didn't know it came out.
They released
There's only
all of them
9
at
of them.
once too.
There's only 9.
wow.
I thought there'd be more because they're only like
Nah, that
10
9's
to 15
perfect, I
minutes.
think.
There's like 10 to 15 minutes. They're really short, which I like.
That's fun.
Because I'm not
I
like
have
an
one-
anime guy. I'm really not, but I enjoyed the Star Wars.
I'll tell
I'm
you
not
something, bro.
either.
I am an anime guy.
I have one complaint about the series though.
What's that?
I want a full length series of a lot of the episodes.
Yeah, if we were gonna do that, give me either the first one, the 9th Jedi, like we
Oh,
said,
We're talking about who's
Or-
anime guys?
Nice.
or the one that had like the bride or whatever with the little town. That one was sick.
Oh yeah, that one was good.
That one visually like might have been one of the best ones.
I don't want to spoil anything. I was not a fan of the Toby one.
Toby.
TOB1.
Maybe I didn't see that one.
I thought
Toby Flenderson?
Is that the one with like?
I'm missing
The
show.
kid?
Sorry.
Because I didn't watch that one. That one was next, but
maybe I watched 7 then.
maybe you did. I think that might have been the next one. Is that the one with like the robot kid?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was the next one. I didn't watch that one. That is 7.
Okay, so I watched 7. I thought I had 3 left. I don't know. Not a fan of it. Didn't love it too much, but
I'm excited for this. No, we're talking about. I'm watching.
All right.
I'm watching Friday or
All right.
Saturday. So let's keep. I'm gonna muscle through all of them at once. All right.
Speaking of Star Wars, I just want to show you guys real quick before we move on. Have you guys seen there's actually a Finland hockey team whose mascot looks like the Mandalorian.
That's sick.
That's dope.
I love it. They're
That's
my new
awesome.
favorite
No
hockey
way.
team. I'll push the Penguins over for them.
I don't think you'll have to choose.
Yeah, they're not really playing each other. All right, let's see.
Fair enough.
I'm looking at the link. Oh, that's fucking sick.
Nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for America's favorite game. Our favorite game, at least of our fans and followers. It's a pick game where we select our winners for this week. We actually have a comment already that said, basically, hey, his pick for the one of the big games this week.
That's
First
my
of all,
dude Trev. We talked about it long time.
Okay, I am taking Wisconsin and running with it.
All right.
Notre Dame is trash. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal. Let's crack a 6-pack. All right, kicking it off, Kevin's favorite upset team, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the Texas A&M Aggies.
My upset team, really.
Woo! No, actually, Kevin picked it for you. Shut the fuck up.
But it's mine. And I liked it. I kept it. I could have changed it, and I kept it. Just want that out there.
okay, you could have said you were changing it, but it wasn't getting changed.
Yeah, we were
Yes,
kinda
it was. I
locking
talked to Jared. Jared said if you want to change it, you
we
can.
locked you in. Me and Kevin were having the conversation because you told us so late in advance you weren't showing up. Our new rule is you don't tell us within 3 hours.
You
you're not
asked
showing up.
roll call.
Yeah,
said,
no,
"Put
that
it
was
come."
also on me.
It's
But
my
also at the same time, it's like
grandfather.
if you tell us within 3 hours,
Little time left on this.
I don't care what it is. 3 hours. That's
Had
the
a
rule.
birthday party. It was very important.
Pat told us within 6, so he locked his pick then.
Pat told you when you said roll call. Same as me.
At 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, that's when you said roll call, pal. Don't put that
you should
on
know.
me.
Thursday, let Jared know if I can't make it.
I've made all the rest.
I kind of
And
side
not
with
to
JD.
mention,
I kind of
if-
side with JD on this one.
You
whatever.
said roll
Yeah,
call, but that's the time to do it.
All
Not
right,
to mention, if you
moving
let me keep
on.
Iowa, which you would have let me, I would have also got that upset.
Shut up.
Upset
All right,
King,
the
3-0.
line for this, Texas A&M minus 4.5. Mr. Kevin rocking that beautiful Gerard Mayo jersey. Who you taking?
You know, what'd you say the line was? Minus
4.5.
3.5, 4.5. You know, I'm gonna roll with A&M. I think Arkansas had their fun in the sun. I think this is gonna be a good season for Arkansas, but I think A&M is still good.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Arkansas is my upset.
Okay, Kevin.
Oh,
So that one's off the board, guys. Like Kevin,
Arkansas is who's home?
Arkansas.
It's at Arkansas. I am taking Texas A&M. I think it's going to be very close. I would take if we were taking spreads, I would take Arkansas with the points here. I think they'll win I think they'll lose by less than a field goal or less than a touchdown. But I think Texas A&M is a better team, better program. Give me Texas A&M here.
Better
also
program.
took Texas A&M.
I think Arkansas has better history.
Yeah, well, better program currently. It's at Dallas and Jerry World. Thank you.
A&M's going to win.
yeah. I think A&M's
Arkansas, if
also winning.
Arkansas wins this game,
Shit,
they're
JD.
a little too
pick to
legit.
we're done.
And I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't trust
right.
that.
They already had their one big upset. I don't think they
Right.
can cash in a
And
second.
they'll probably beat like an LSU or Auburn later in the season.
Oh, for sure. I think they can. I think they will beat Auburn. I think they're better than Auburn.
That's not an upset, though. They're going to be the favorites in those
True.
games.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
for
saying,
sure.
though. I can't believe
And-
that they're.
And our guest picker, Mr. McCarthy.
I'm taking Arkansas on this one.
Sure.
They're not my upset pick, but I'm taking Arkansas only just
Love it.
solely based on the fact that the run game is just is
It's incredible.
it's
I-
It
too.
reminds me of the Felix Jones and Darren McFadden days.
yeah, absolutely. That office is back, and
I just
regardless
remember.
regardless of the fact they're playing in Arlington, it's still Jerry World. He's going to somehow find a way to pay the refs off. to get
Listen,
this
I
game.
will happily take a
This game
1-point loss. Okay, picks aren't locked. You know what? Fuck it. I'm rolling with Kevin and McCarthy. I'm going with Arkansas as well.
Good, easy points for me.
Sweet.
Love it. Samir, we just gained a point on all these games.
Listen, the cowboy hat don't fail, so we're good.
Yeah,
Hey, listen,
boys.
Samir picked with you. That's why you're going to lose.
Samir's smarter
No.
than his upset picks.
Forgot about this.
It's because he takes the Jets every week.
Oh,
Well, this time is a
All right,
little bit
next
different.
up, the pettiest team in college football, Notre Dame versus Wisconsin. I'll lead off. I'm taking Wisconsin by a country mile.
Yeah.
Notre Dame has basically been like kicking around bad teams and winning by less than a touchdown all season. Here comes your first big fella. Wisconsin's going to punch you through the door. Give me Wisconsin and give me Wisconsin big. Mr. McCarthy, floor is yours.
Take Wisconsin as well. Just boys, solely in the fact that Notre Dame needed overtime to beat Florida State. Appalachian could beat Florida State. They got beat by Toledo at home.
Almost.
Almost
They
beat
lost.
by
They
Toledo.
won by 3 against.
Also,
They
Toledo.
won-
what'd you
yeah,
say about
they-
Appalachian? Good program, according to Jay.
I do like Appalachian, so
CUSA,
but no,
baby.
I've got Wisconsin. Just I agree that I think they're good, unless their quarterback play is terrible, but they can run the ball, and I think they'll beat the brakes off of Notre Dame.
Samir.
I'm gonna go with Wisconsin. I was very close. I was toying with the idea of taking Notre Dame. They just haven't been that good this year. Like I'm looking at who they've played, and it's nobody. I mean, I guess they played better against Purdue, but
Go Rocks.
I mean,
It was somebody.
yeah, no, absolutely. But you know what I mean. Compared to Wisconsin,
Hometown.
I think Wisconsin's just a better. Wisconsin's a better team right now.
I want
Kevin.
Kevin to go.
I'm all in on Graham Mertz, baby. Give me that Wisco line. Wisco's gonna win handedly.
Them
I mean,
Maulers up front. That is a big line.
them some Maulers.
They always got Maulers up front.
Dude,
If-
I looked at the weight and height of these guys, I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, all farm boys, dude. All farm boys.
Gotta love them farm boy linemen. Quentin Nelson out here. Even though was from Notre Dame, but it's
All right, Jared.
I would like
I
how Jared
repeatedly-
brought up the Maulers during when I'm talking, not when he's talking about why he's picking Wisconsin. So that's fun. I like Graham Mertz. I think he looked bad during the Penn State game, and Penn State's defense is way better than Notre Dame's right now. Wisconsin is going to ball out and dominate.
All right, fair enough.
Jared, I have multiple times said Notre Dame not good. Worst 4-0 football team in college football. Wisconsin should dominate this game. I've said that. That being said, I am zigging when everyone else is zagging. My upset pick, Jack Cohn revenge game, the 3-0 upset king, Notre Dame, Soldier Field. It's going to be a home game for Notre Dame. They travel better. They have better fans. 6.5. They're going to cover that line. They're going to win straight up. Notre Dame, because everyone thinks they are that bad, is why they are going to win this game. Because
Okay,
the
I was
country is
okay with
so
about
low on
95% of the
Notre
shit
Dame.
you just said, but Notre Dame has better fans.
They
Come
do.
on, like Wisconsin.
I'm not saying better. I'm saying more, and there will be more Notre Dame fans at that game.
It's
than
in
Wisconsin.
Illinois, so they don't have to travel as far as Wisconsin.
It's the
fans.
same distance. It's like an hour closer for Notre Dame.
My.
But I'm just saying Notre Dame has more fans, a bigger fan base, and probably richer fans. They're probably going to be there. I think that game is going to be a home game. Not a home game, but more of Notre Dame fans than Wisconsin. 100%.
I was not saying oh my because of anything JD said. We all spit games on Tailgate and the Quad. Do you guys want to hear my score prediction for this game?
Yes, actually,
What?
I do.
42-14. Let's go.
Let's go, Kevin.
Graham
Let's go,
Graham
Kevin.
Mertz has not played one.
Let's go. Let's go,
game.
Wisconsin. You know what?
One
JD,
game
I
last
don't
week.
care.
He
JD,
played
he's-
one good game in his college career,
Oh,
And
he's
it's
good for
Illinois.
2 a year.
and it ain't this one.
when
He
he's
pissed
this
down
one
his leg
today.
against Penn
It's
State.
this one.
They're going to lose this game. Jack Cohen is going to outshine him. They're going to say, "Damn, we shouldn't have let him go." Jack Cohen revenge game on with freaking Notre Dame, even though that's Wisconsin's thing. Whatever.
Jesus. All right, moving on.
And I hate
NFL
Notre Dame,
time,
so that
boys
just
and
shows you.
The
Shout out
Washington
Trevor.
football team and Taylor Heineke coming off of a nail biter win taking on nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. It is in
Oh.
Buffalo. The line is Buffalo minus 7.5. Or give me the Bills. They're my Super Bowl pick. So I have to roll with them, obviously. Give me Josh Allen. Give me them boys. Listen, I love the Heineke train. I think he is fun to watch. I think he's the best quarterback he's just fun. He's the best quarterback for their system right now. I love Fitzmagic, and I feel horrible he's injured. But Heineke, he's balling. He's winning games. I also loved a lot of the throws he made on Thursday night against the Giants. Yeah, but give me the Bills. Josh Allen, MVP. If they can get Zach Moss going on the ground, this game's going to be over very fast. I want to see if Washington's secondary can cover anybody. Because Darius Slayton was so open, he could have sat down with a lawn chair and tried to catch that ball.
All right, let's get over that. I'm going to move on.
All right, Kevin.
Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
Give me the Bills. I mean, I know Bud Light's newest spokesman, Taylor Heineke, it caught the world by storm in his first 2 starts, but why are you pointing to your Coors Light? Taylor Heineke is literally a spokesman for Bud Light.
I know. That's why I pointed to my Coors Light, because I'm picking Buffalo.
Okay, fair. Did not get the joke.
Right,
That's on me. I'm stupid.
I got it.
I'm stupid. I'll admit that. Yeah, go Bills.
Samir.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Taylor Heineke, yes, he looked good. But I don't think he won that game. I think the Giants lost that game. I don't think he should be 0-2 as a quarterback. We should have won that game, and this is yet another tune-up game for the Bills. Personally, that's what I think.
Bills.
All right. McCarthy.
Give a horn for upsets, guys.
Oh, this is
Upset time. Upset alert. I'm taking the football team, or as I call them, the red team, because we can't call them the Redskins anymore. And
Right.
I like calling them the football
I
team.
think
Call them the
red team is even worse.
I think
That's what.
red.
Hey,
communist.
that's how
Well,
I
no,
do. I'm
you're-
worse.
They're
I do worse.
Hey, let's take the racist name and take the racial part of it and just call it that. I think that's
No, the
worse.
color
Skins,
red
the
is
dead
not
skins.
racial.
There we go.
Adding the skin is what makes it racial. The
Dead
red
skin.
team. I like that.
Hey, this is disrespectful to Soviets
Your
everywhere.
nickname is a freaking color. You chill, Crimson.
But getting to my upset pick, guys.
Okay, yeah. fair.
So I'm looking at the Buffalo Bills questionable. They've got a bunch of questionable guys on there. Micah Hyde's questionable. Dane Jackson's questionable. Levi Wallace is questionable. That's 3 members of your secondary. It's questionable. Taylor Heineke can light it up against a team like the Bills, who, yeah, they've got a solid front 7, but they have some injuries in the secondary. I think Taylor Heineke show is gonna have a good day in Buffalo against the Buffalo Bills. So I'm taking that's my upset pick.
Love it.
The red team.
All right, JD, since you have to bounce in 5 minutes,
I do.
let's
I have
get
a
your
ride
picks
here.
for everything.
All right, I can run through them real quick.
Yeah, Chargers, Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs in that one. Bounce back game. They don't lose 2 games in a row.
Okay. Bucks, Rams.
I like the Rams here. I just feels like a game. I feel like the Bucks have been playing with fire a little bit.
Dipping on the upsets. Okay, kid.
I like
And-
the Rams.
Packs, 49ers.
Double upset. Give me the Packers as well.
Wow. Okay.
Those I don't
that's
think are
triple
close up to
upset,
the
technically.
I don't think those are like up. They're upsets by the line, but not by our judgment.
What's your gimme game?
Yeah, I agree.
I'm so confused with the gimme game thing because last
Just
week I
pick
didn't
a
get
team
one.
that you think is going to
But last week I didn't get one.
Because you didn't pick an upset.
Yes, I
In the-
did.
In the first 6, you didn't pick an upset.
Oh, that's how that works.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not how. Okay, that's why I was confused. All right, gotcha. Okay. Ohio State is going to roll Akron, hopefully with Kyle McCord. Well, not hopefully with Kyle McCord instead of CJ Stroud. 5-star kid out of Pennsylvania, stolen from Penn State.
There
I know
you
it's
go.
Akron, but he's going to score 60
You were
points.
locked in, kid.
Ryan, I love you. Great to see you, my friend. Always will
Thanks,
appreciate
JD.
you for giving me my first shot. The rest of you guys, have yourself a great Thursday, and go Panthers.
All right,
Whoa,
JD,
whoa, you don't appreciate us?
No, he doesn't. He hates us, actually. JD hates.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
He
okay.
loves me.
No, listen, I appreciate
so I
JD.
was
Who
thinking,
doesn't?
I mean, do the Rams or Packers game count as upsets? I don't really know.
It's like because Pat talked about it in the group chat. It was like a chip shot upset. It's like it's not one you take.
So the Niners are favored. What I'm seeing, the Niners are not favored.
They're at home.
They're not. They're at home, so they get like.
Well, that wasn't his upset pick though.
His upset was Notre Dame.
Right. Okay.
So we can say he's picking the upset, but they're not his upset picks.
Yeah.
Which is confusing, I know.
Yeah, but okay. So the Rams game, can I pick the Rams as my upset?
Yes.
Or is that like too cheap?
But we haven't gotten there yet. We still have to pick Chargers Chiefs.
No, I was just wondering because what the lines I was looking at.
Okay, if the Rams are 4.5-point dogs at home, or 3.5-point dogs at home, you can take them.
The Rams are 1-point dogs at home, from what I'm seeing.
No, you can't take it. It's too close.
All right.
No, he can.
Wait, I thought it was 1.5.
I don't know. That's what I thought, but that's a 4-point swing with our calculations.
That's
He's
really
right.
tight though. I mean, he did
It's quite tight. Like it's almost even. You know?
He did shoot 3 points. I mean,
it's a 4-point swing.
Samir, we'll give it to you as your upset if you can't find a better upset.
No, just give it to him.
So
I have a second upset if not.
Is it more fun though?
I like the Rams this year. That's why I really, really like.
All right, just give him the Rams.
All right, yeah, we'll give him the Rams the upset. All right, let's actually pick the game that's on the order here. Chargers Chiefs AFC West showdown. Chargers fresh off of getting robbed by the referees last week on a forward progress call that literally made me want to like twitch. Because if you read the NFL rule book, quarterbacks, it gets really dicey when you actually call forward progress because he was attempting to throw on the ball. Anyway, Kevin, floor is yours.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I think last week's game was way too close to their liking. So I think they're going to come out, or they lost last week. 2 weeks ago was way too close to their liking. I think the Chiefs are going to be like the Patriots were in the past where, yeah, they'll come out a little slow, but then they're going to go, all right, fuck this. We're the Chiefs, goddammit. We're going to win. And come out guns blazing.
Samir?
Yeah, so I was toying with this being my upset pick, but I don't know. I don't think the Chiefs will lose 2 in a row, especially after the game they lost last week where they practically won. It's just Clyde fumbled the game away, quite literally. Yeah, they're going to win.
Mr. McCarthy.
I'm taking the Chiefs because last week's Chargers game, I watched the end of that game. It was pretty evident they like to shoot themselves in the foot at the wrong time. I mean, they had a chance to win that game and they couldn't. So the Chiefs are gonna, and like Kev said, they're the modern day Patriots where they start off slow, but they build momentum as the season goes on. So I'm taking the Chiefs in this one.
All right, so McCarthy made a good point. The Chiefs always start the Chiefs, but the Chiefs also have the.
Kev said it first.
I know the Chiefs. Also, Kev said it first. The Chiefs also the best record in September with the last 4 years.
They were 35-0 until last week.
11-0 before he lost last week.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, the thing is with the Chiefs is that they can score a bajillion points. But it's all through passing and everything else and everything. And they look good against – they played – Baltimore just made the plays when it counted. That's really what it came down to, at least in my opinion, watching the game. But I got to stay loyal to my picks for the season. And my AFC wildcard runner – my wildcard runner-up and my AFC runner-up plays in Los Angeles, California. That is the Los Angeles Chargers. This is my upset pick. I'm taking the Chiefs. +7. I'm rolling with the Chargers here. +7. Let's go. Yeah, no,
Wow.
I'm my boy Herbert. I love Justin Herbert. I think the Chiefs are going to kind of here's the thing. The Chiefs are going to be around at the end of the season. That is no surprise. Do I think they might sleep on a Chargers team who got robbed last week and they're pissed about it? Oh, yes, they could. That's why I might die on the sword of losing an upset pick here, but I'm taking the Chargers. That's my upset pick. Also, by the way, no lone wolves this week. I mean, no house picks. Like nobody's gone on hunt. Like everyone on one team.
Good.
A lot of lone wolves though.
I like variation. I like competition.
Well, listen, we have a lone wolf with JD with Notre Dame. We have one with McCarthy with Washington, and then we have myself with the Chargers. So, all right. Next on the list, Buccaneers and Rams. Mr. McCarthy, floor is yours.
Take the Rams in this one. And the reason why is based on the fact that the Rams are at home. They got one of the best offensive. I mean, they're the two best offenses in the NFL playing each other this week. But the Rams have such an unbelievable defense. They're going to give Tommy Brady some trouble. But I think what's more prevalent is that the Buccaneers defense isn't that good right now.
No.
And I think the Rams are going to have
killing them.
Their secondary is atrocious.
God, our me and Samir's boy Sean Murphy Bunting. God, I miss him.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the Rams.
I am also taking the Rams as well. I said this. My boss was asking about picks today because he's in a pool, and he asked me what I thought. And I said, "Listen, do not touch this Rams 49ers, this Rams Bucks game with 10-foot pole." And he goes, "Why?" I'm like, "It's going to be the game of the week, obviously, but the Rams I don't trust completely yet, and I love Tom Brady. I will always pick with Tom Brady if I need to. But here's the thing: I look at this Rams team; they are more complete. They were able to run the ball last week. They should have won by more. But I think the Rams are still my NFC runner-up to Green Bay. So give me the Rams winning tonight. I think the Bucs have to go get a cornerback in free agency. In trade deadline, because they are severely lacking in the back end. I don't know what the injury status is for Whitehead and for Winfield, but missing Murphy Bunting with his elbow basically bending backwards like a broken piece of pasta. It's just not a good look right now. They are getting beaten over the top. Atlanta scored a lot of points. That game was a lot closer than the score entailed. They just had a lot of Falcons-like turnovers at the end. Tipped balls that turned into pick sixes from linebackers. The usual Falcon special. But I got the Chargers here. Kevin.
Rams.
The Rams.
Los Angeles team. I was close.
Hey, he's not calling them St. Louis or San Diego, which he did for like 2 years after they moved. So improvement. He at least has a city right now. The Rams have a good defense. The Rams have two electric wide receivers in Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. They have a good quarterback. Tom Brady spent his entire career going up against teams with electric wide receivers, good defenses that he's just beaten. So give me the Bucs all day. I'm not picking against Tom Brady until he proves me wrong.
All right.
And he's fighting off Father Time for the better part of the last 5 years. Tom's winning that battle, baby.
This guy's horny for Tom Brady right now. He is.
Fun fact about
lubed up.
Fun fact about Tom Brady and I: we are only like 17 days apart. We share the same astrological sign. That's the only thing we have in common.
All right, look, if you guys share the same astrological sign, where are your 7 Super Bowls, Ryan?
Well, that's good, because now I know at least you don't kiss your children on the mouth.
In my freaking dreams, that's where they are.
All right, Samir, who are you taking?
Also, one quick thing. Samir say I'm lubed up for Tom. Tom could get without any lube, let's be honest.
I was trying to count the picks. I'm like, who's my mystery? I'm like, oh, mine. All right. Last one of the 6-pack. Packers, 49ers in San Fran.
That's a big game. I personally I think it's the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going home, San Francisco. He wants to do pew, 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 pew. He's going to go off. He's going to throw some lasers. I know they didn't look great against the Saints. Trust me. I just think they were unprepared for week 1. I think Aaron Rodgers is right when he tells everyone we need to relax. They're just fine. And on top of that, I really don't think the 49ers offense is clicking just yet, especially with all the injuries to the running backs. And the fact that they're not playing Brandon Ayuk. Their offense would be much better if Brandon Ayuk was getting reps. Brandon Ayuk was great last year. I don't know. I really don't know what Kyle Shanahan's doing with all these magic card tricks. But I think it's stopping the offense from reaching its true potential and messing with the chemistry. I'm going to go with the Packers.
All right. Kevin.
Ooh. This is a tough one, actually. This is the hardest game that I've had to pick. I know it's the last dance, but Nick Bosa is screaming my name right now.
Listen, I watched them play last week. That offense can't move the ball.
We're going to go with the 49ers. They're going to get Brandon Ayuk the ball. They're going to have to do it out of necessity. If Kevin King's on that man, you hit him in the deep game. Give me the 49ers.
Oh, I can't wait for the Kevin Cruz ball, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't pick this game, but
I think this is going to be our special pick. We're going to add this to the end. I'm making an amendment. This game holds no value for the standings, but we're picking it anyway.
Okay.
I feel like I need a Cruz Kev color cast game on the color cast app.
That needs to happen.
That needs to happen.
I will watch that shit.
I actually would watch that.
I will watch that shit from the sports bar I'll be sitting in on Sunday.
You'll be listening on your headphones.
Cruz, if you want to hop in,
JBL free in my ear.
Cruz, if you want to do a color cast with me, just text me. Actually, answer my text for once because he doesn't.
And just reach out to Evan. He'll get you hooked up.
All right. So everyone made a Samir. You haven't picked yours yet for a pack, have you?
No, I picked Packers.
Packers.
I had that whole eloquent point.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have 6. I can't count anymore apparently. So
can't spell, can't count.
Shut up. Wait, McCarthy hasn't picked.
No, I haven't.
There we go.
McCarthy.
I'm going with the 49ers. Count. I'm going with the 49ers.
Okay.
Because because the way I see the Packers right now, they're just so Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Because you know who you're going to get. You're going to get the ones who had a clunker in Jacksonville and they played the Saints. Mm-hmm. We're going to get the one who is playing the Lions like they're beating the drum. Yeah. You don't know what you're going to get this year with the Packers. And the 49ers are at home. Green Bay has to travel to them. I'm just seeing Niners.
You done messed up, Aaron. I respect McCarthy. All right, Pat took the Bears as his upset. He's the only person who hasn't picked an upset yet, so we'll get the gimmies going. I am taking Miami over Central Connecticut State University as my upset, as my gimme this week.
Bold.
If they don't beat Central Connecticut State, I will personally drive to Manny Diaz's house or hotel room if he's still here in Connecticut. Or no, you see, they're playing the game in Miami. I'll drive to Manny Diaz's house and say, "You're fired. You don't have to don't show up to work Monday. You're fired. I'll fire you for Miami. You lose to Central Connecticut, who's barely a Division I school." All right.
I'd like to point out also, the color cast might not be happening then, but we'll figure it out later.
All right, awesome. JD took Ohio State. Kevin, who is your gimme?
Come on, you know the answer.
You had an upset, right? You took.
I did. Arkansas. Took Arkansas over Am. Come on, you know the answer. Who my gimme is?
Oh, it's Bama.
Alabama over Southern Miss. As long as you don't have a Tyrone Pro throw situation, I am happy because this game's a lock.
Samir, who's your gimme?
My gimme this week is with my MVP pick. I just want to watch him play more. Arizona, Kyler over the Jags.
Whoa, you're not picking the Jets this week?
No, I'll pick the Jets as my gimme.
Praise Christ.
Watch,
1 week
the Jets are gonna fucking beat Denver this week, and Samir is gonna be banned for picking the Jets the rest of the season.
I was going to suggest earlier this week that we let Samir make his actual picks like after the fact, but for the actual picks during the show, he had to pick the Jets every week. Whether it be an upset or a gibby, he had to do it.
Okay.
And then after the fact, you could text us his actual picks.
Kevin, do you remember the Mark Riley curse I told you about when he picked the Panthers 6 weeks in a row and they lost 6 weeks in a row?
Yep.
To get
That's
the
amazing.
Eagles into the playoffs. It was hysterical. If you guys don't know, my original co-host Mark Riley picked the Panthers 6 weeks in a row. They were up on the Eagles 3 games to get in the wild card in 2018. They lost 6 straight games because and so Mark was not allowed to pick anybody else but the Panthers.
Talk about your kiss of death.
Dude,
Oh.
no, literally, Mark was the kiss of death for like 3 other teams. We used it like a curse. And then when Kevin came on, that curse kind of dissolved. But then again, Mark's kind of just Mark. All right, Mr. McCarthy, last pick for yourself here, sir. Who is your gimme pick?
My gimme is the Screaming Mormons of Brigham Young University. They are playing South Florida, and regardless of the fact that South Florida is 1-2, they're making the trip out to Ogden, and they're going to get smoked by a bunch of 25-year-olds. So I will take the Screaming Mormons of BYU as my gimme.
There you go. All right, so everyone's on the board here. Finally, the Cruz Kevin Bowl.
Hang on.
New Orleans and New England. I'll go first. Give me Mac Jones and the Patriots. Listen, last week it was ugly, it was nasty, it was mean, and they punched Zach Wilson in the mouth. You know who's better throwing picks than Zach Wilson? Jameis Winston. Give me the Patriots and that nasty ass defense, and Mac Jones not making dumb mistakes. And I want at least one Mac bomb to make Cruz cry. Cruz, I love you, buddy. And thank you for always responding to my text on time.
Can't relate.
Cruz picked New England -3. McCarthy, floor is yours.
For the Kev
For
Cruz
this
Bowl.
pick that has no actual meaning.
All right. I'll take New England just because of the fact that Belichick knows how to make terrible quarterbacks even worse. So I'll go with New England in this one. It hurts my heart to say so, but
I mean, he struggled against Sam Bradford in 2015, but we're not going to talk about that. Samir.
For my gimme? I already gave my gimme.
No, this is for Are you paying fucking attention?
For the Kevin
This is
Cruz
for
Bowl.
Kevin Bowl.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I'm gonna go with the Saints, baby. Let's go, baby.
Oh God, kiss of death, Cruz. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Nah, yo, kiss of death. Nah, I'm going with the Saints. I love Jameis. I want Kamara to do well this week. I really want him to. I think if there's any player that is uncoachable, or coach proof, I'll say, as in a coach can prepare to neutralize a player as much as they want. It doesn't matter. I think Alvin Kamara is that guy. I really do.
Fair.
They don't have any pass catchers, but to be fair, the Patriots don't have a ton of pass catchers either.
I love it.
I don't know why everyone shit on me. I literally only just picked the Jets twice for fun.
All right, Kevin.
I'm going to shoot well this week.
The presentation.
Where's the fog machine?
He's going to be naked. He's so going to be naked.
First round, draft pick, plotting on a bad bitch.
Give me Mac, baby. Little Maction. Dude's gonna go off. Saints are done. Fucking Drew Brees is gone. The Saints' playoff hopes are gone. Pats all day, baby.
There you go. Also, Michael Thomas is a bum. Everything else. All right. That wraps. Samir, you got to talk a little fantasy though, don't you?
Wait, I was ready to announce who big timed us.
Oh yes, I forgot about.
Oh wow!
I promised I would announce the college football coach
Does somebody want to tell her, or should we just say it now?
I don't know why he did, honestly.
I mean, I can think of 3 good reasons.
I can think of a lot of good reasons, but I don't know. She's not talking to me anymore.
I'll keep sending you pictures of Ghost. It's okay.
So,
Sam Darnold.
I am ready to announce who big-timed us and said we had to pay them to come on our podcast.
Oh, no.
I feel like that's sarcasm, but when I tell you who it is, you're going to realize that they had no reason to big-time us. 2nd-round pick out of the University of Wisconsin in 2001, Pro Bowler for the Miami Dolphins in 2005, Chris Chambers, the coach for D2 University of Florida, or University of Fort Lauderdale, excuse me, big-timed us and said, and I quote, I'm going to pull up the quote real quick here. At the moment, I'm only due paid appearance for podcast shows. Big-timed us.
Did I write that? What the fuck is that grammar?
Yeah, the grammar was the funniest part to me.
Terrible.
It's the funniest rejection I've ever gotten. And as someone who has been rejected a lot, it makes me funny. I can think of
just
Did he reject you as fast as Twitter verified rejected me?
Not quite that fast, but he did hit us with the I only get paid within 3 hours of me sending the email.
Okay, first of all, Chris Chambers, buddy, the only reason I know who you are is because I remember the fantasy football commercial from 2007 when you were on the Chargers. You catching 2 footballs and then catching another one. Congratulations, you were a bum after 2007. I wouldn't pay shit. Also, can I just say as also a podcast host like Kevin is here, we have a guest coming on next week who to this generation is probably a little more prominent than Chris Chambers is. If you ask any 15-year-old kid who has a phone who Chris Chambers is, I don't know. You ask him who our guest is, oh, cool. So fuck you, Chris Chambers. Check out Tailgate in the Quad, best college football podcast around. And fuck paying for podcast things. We're not Colin Cowherd. We don't have to pay for our guests to come on.
I don't think Cowherd even has to pay.
Oh, no. ESPN used to have to pay guests a lot.
Oh, I feel like also check out Cruise Control, I guess. They're plugging their shit, so we'll share it.
Yeah, we'll share it. It's the second best. It's the third best football podcast out there.
Meanwhile, I feel like, though, if a different network, if Barstool's like, hey, Chris Chambers, you want to come on? He'd be like, yes. In a heartbeat. But no, because we're a smaller network, he feels the need to big time us and tell us that we have to pay him.
So speaking of charging, so I don't know if you guys ever heard of this guy named Dan Clark?
I've heard of him.
Yeah.
So he decided to do a reverse humble brag on Saturday and say, I have always charged $50 to $100 per podcast guest appearance as I spend at least an hour prepping, followed by 25 to 30-minute discussion. And I also promote the appearance both pre and post following to help their recording. Yesterday, a guy asked me on his podcast, I explained my fees. Or asked me onto his podcast and I explained my fees. He responded with F off. I guess my question is, do people just expect ish for free nowadays? Why should I invest 2+ hours of my time? This is a thread, by the way. Why should I invest 2+ hours of my time and not be remunerated for it? His response was disgusting and highlighted to me why some podcast appearances just aren't worth the cash. What a rude a-hole. No wonder he only has a small following. With an attitude like hold on. There's more. With an attitude like that, he will never grow it into something special. I've never heard of Dan Clark until that tweet was brought to my attention.
Okay, so
what the hell?
I'm gonna start off with this. The same thing I said to Chris Chambers. Fuck you, Dan Clark. I saw this already on Twitter. It was trending before. The biggest thing about we're all small podcast hosts here. Me, Ryan, and Kevin. Samir, of course, is my sidekick, so he knows exactly what I go through on a daily basis. He was also me and Kevin's intern last year. Doing a small podcast is annoying as enough as it's a part-time job that right now we don't really get paid for that much.
Mm-hmm.
our time is just as valuable as yours. And the fact is that I had to look up who this guy was after I saw the tweet in the thread. Fuck this guy. I ain't paying for a single damn, unless it's fucking Dave fucking Portnoy, who doesn't need me to pay him for his fucking time. This guy flies him and his 22-year-old girlfriend on private jets every weekend. Paying for podcast hosts who aren't like legitimate athletes cracks me up. I'm sorry. I'll go get somebody else who's not going to charge me. First of all, coming on the corner booth or tailgate on the quad or no credentials required is just a fun time. We try to make it fun for the guests. That's what we do. Belly Up's whole point is we are America. We are the internet sports bar. I'm sorry, I don't have to pay you $100 to talk to you at a fucking bar, you fucking loser. Jesus. Oh my god! Like
I one of my friends brought that.
Pisses me off.
One of my friends who's a Rams podcast guy, Jake. He's a good guy. He's run my area. I've never met the guy, but we follow each other on Twitter. He subtweeted that thread. And he's had on his show Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Dick Vermeil, Charles Davis, Steve Weiss, George Kittle, Mekhi Bridges, Adam Rank, Adam Lefko, Dalton Rigner. The list goes on. Like he had them on. Like he had George Kittle on before he went to the Niners. Like he And I subtweeted him. I said Sean Patrick Flannery, Brittany Wagner, Jason Romano, Rod Peterson, Malachi Jones, Philip Barnett, they're all Albany. Those two are Albany Empire guys. So is Rob Keefe and Colin Taylor and Matt Murray, who played for the UMass, their national championship team, their hockey team. And I said none of them charged me for making an appearance on my pod. The only cost was their time, and I am grateful.
Our current guest on Monday, who makes like $10,000 at like $500 to $1,000 at TikTok. Ain't charging us. He's happy to be on our show. This guy,
is that who I think it is?
It is, yes. He reached out to me personally and was like, dude, I'm so sorry for pushing back. I'm like, listen, it's okay. I understand you're a busy man. I get it. And this guy is not charging me a fucking cent. This guy's got a damn agent and shit. So you know what? If we're going to I'm going to die on one hill today. I'm going to say, unless you make multi-millions at that point, you shouldn't charge anybody for your time, honestly. You should be happy to help out a podcast. And you just ignore them.
Yeah.
Fuck you, honestly.
Which, by the way, big shout out to Rod Peterson. He loves Belly Up Sports.
Big shout out to Rod P.
Oh, Rod Peterson, my guy.
On fucking Twitter. I don't even know much shit he talks about, and I still follow him on Twitter because of his love of Belly Up Sports.
I got his number. He's an awesome dude.
That's awesome. Man, I like how much positive vibe you got going on. Ryan McCarthy, you are probably the most positive guest.
Samir, 3 minutes to talk fantasy before we dip out of here.
I am the pastor of Belly Up Sports. I can't help.
Well, how about each of you give me a start sit decision that you're
Okay. Well, Kevin's because also my computer's about to explode because I forgot to turn the fan on, so it's like hot as hell. McCarthy, you're up first. My phone's still loading.
Hang on. A start situation.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. Everybody, Odell Beckham Jr. today, they're saying that he's going to play. And I'll say this: fire him up as a wide receiver 2 this week. I think Jarvis Landry's hurt. I know they draw a tough matchup against the Bears, but I still think OBJ's talented enough. I mean, you can be cautious. If you want to take the week off, don't start him. That's completely fine by me. I don't think I'm starting him. I think I'm starting Sterling Shepard over my flex.
Okay, here you go, Samir. I got one for you. Logan Thomas for the Washington Red team, or Mike Gesicki. Matchups are Red team versus the Bills and Dolphins versus the Raiders.
Take Gesicki.
You know what? I'm going to say the opposite. I'm going to say take Logan Thomas. Here's why.
Okay.
I think so. Last year, now you're getting mixed feedback, but last year the Raiders, they were the worst team against the tight end. This year they've been much better. They held Mark Andrews on Monday night to nothing, and Mark Andrews, I would say, is a perennial top 5 tight end. They're doing much better, and I think Mike Gesicki, especially, and both these teams are rocking with backup quarterbacks. So you have to say that. And who do you trust more? Who's going to start for the Dolphins this week? I don't even know.
Who's
Him
their
or
backup, by the
Heineke?
way?
Who Heineke's thrown. Heineke's shown flashes. And he can throw
Heineke
the
loves
tight end.
Logan Thomas, by the way. So
Right,
Samir, I'm
exactly.
saying- yeah. Samir, mine is how fast can I trade Chase Claypool? No, I'm kidding. My
Jacoby
wide
Brissett.
receivers 1 and 2 are AJ Brown and DJ Moore. Those aren't moving. They'll never move into their bye weeks.
Sure.
At wide receiver 3, I have Devontae Smith. But on my bench, I have Claypool, Quez Watkins, Brian Edwards, and KJ Osborne. Do I stick with Devontae Smith as my 1?
Who are the Steelers playing this week?
Steelers are playing Cincinnati. But Big Ben looks like he's brain dead.
Right, he's hurt.
Horrible.
Yeah, honestly,
it was more for the Quez Watkins, Brian Edwards of it all, because the two of them both put up stupid numbers the last 2 weeks. But then again, Watkins all of his yards were on one throw.
no. To be honest, like, sure, you can take the shot, but I think you take the volume in Smith. Smith is going to get guaranteed volume, and you know he's talented.
He did get double covered the entire game against San Fran. So I want to see what. Also,
Sure.
Dallas' secondary is dog shit. So
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, I will say, I know you're down on Chase Claypool. I actually picked Chase Claypool in a lot of my leagues. I have a lot of Chase Claypool. I'm a Chase Claypool believer this year, as a matter of fact. I think this guy.
I've been slamming this dude's I've been banging on this dude's fan box for the past 2 years, man.
I think personally, as a player, he's kind of an asshole. I think the same with Juju. I think, to be honest, the video of him getting to a fight earlier this year did not help either. But I think the guy he genuinely has physical metrics comparable to Calvin Johnson. He has that gift. He has those physical gifts. And it's just granted that they give the ball to him enough, which is tough on that team. But you never know, They spread the ball to who they want to spread the ball to every week. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. All right.
You'll have those games where he explodes, and you'll love it.
I did snag KJ Osborne and Mark Ingram this week in waivers, so I was pretty hyped about
Mark
that.
Ingram's a good volume pick.
Listen, he's getting a ton of touches. I thought they were going to give more to Philip Lindsay, but they're not. They're giving a lot to Ingram. I was like, okay, I'll take it. I also grabbed Osborne because they're double covering Justin Jefferson every week, and they're leaving Osborne open on the other side of the field because they have a Thielen in the slot. My boy out of Miami's put up good numbers. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
He was the second best receiver on the Miami team he was on, and he's the one putting up better numbers because the other one got cut by the Patriots. So, Jeff Thomas, Kevin.
Fair. I don't know
Yeah.
why you had him on your team.
No, I didn't. I have KJ Osborne. The Patriots had Jeff Thomas, who was a great burner, but his effort has always been in question. That's why Bill probably cut him. He's probably never playing football again. But I don't know. I mean, for me, it's hard to my lineup's pretty solid, locked in, especially if Saquon actually fucking plays, because my running backs are Saquon, Austin Eckler, and Miles Sanders.
Oh yeah.
And then
Eckler, I think, is guaranteed.
Then I have Fournette and Ingram on my bench.
You got good depth at running back.
I honestly have a very good team. It's just I lost last week because I put Smith did jack shit. Saquon barely did jack. Basically, the only guys who put up numbers for me were Hurts, Stafford, and then Hurts, Stafford, Eckler put up some points in the Browns defense and Prater. I got smoked last week because my team didn't do anything. But now that he's back, we have to thank him for coming on today. Mr. Ryan McCarthy of No Credentials Required. Ryan, where can we follow you?
Mr. Ryan McCarthy.
If the people at home want to follow you on Twitter, because your Twitter follow is always a good one.
Okay, so my personal Twitter is @whoisRyanMCC.
It's true.
And
that's what it is.
It is, and you'll find out who Ryan MCC is. It's this guy right here, and you can also find No Credentials Required @BellyUpNCR. Tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern Time. Come check out the Friday Happy Hour. We're talking about some Major League Baseball playoffs. We're talking about some NFL, my weekly picks, and also talk about why Jack Eichel, the little hockey talk, why Jack Eichel could possibly be the American Taylor Hall.
There you go.
So come check it out tomorrow night.
Wow.
And of course, check out Mr. Kev over there with Tailgate on the Quad. New episodes dropped this week. And of course, you can follow my Belly Up Kev or at Tailgate on the Quad. All right.
It's at Quad Tailgate.
At Quad Tailgate. I always get that flipped.
Yeah, it's because Twitter. It's because Twitter has like -3 characters that you can put in for a handle.
Fair. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up today for our Landon Dickerson edition, episode 69 of the Corner Booth Tailgate.
Nice.
I mean, Corner Booth pregame. Nice. Jesus Christ, Ryan. And you're supposed to be our pastor. What the fuck? All right.
Hey, sex is in the Bible, my friend. Shush.
For procreation purposes only.
There it is. All right. So, Cowboy Hat Jared is here to stay until I have a losing week. So, that wraps it up today. I'm Jared. That's Kevin. That's Mr. McCarthy. And that's the sidekick Samir for JD and Pat as well. We wish you a happy, healthy, and alcohol-filled weekend. We'll catch you guys later in the week. A possible show dropping early this week, by the way. We might.
Ooh.
Depends on how the show goes. So we'll catch you later. Peace out.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.